Today we're studying about the unit first cell structure. The cell is a fundamental structural and functional unit of living organism. First, A.G. Lowe and P. Sickwitz in 1963 have defined a cell as a unit of biological activity delimited by a semi-permeable membrane and capable of self-reproduction in a medium free of other living systems. Our cell is a structural and functional unit of all living things. Then now study about the cell theory. The cell theory was formulated in 1839 by two German scientists, the botanist M.J. Schleiden and zoologist Theodor Schwann. The work of Schleiden on plant cells and Schwann on animal cells and gives the clear definition of cells and their function. Schleiden concluded from his observations that each cell of every plant tissue is an independent unit. It must also contribute to the life of the whole organism to which it belongs. Schwann also arrived at the same conclusion for the animals. The findings of Schleiden and Schwann are referred to as the cell theory. The cell theory stated that all living matter, from the simplest of unicellular organisms to very complex higher plants and animals, is composed of cells, and each cell can act independently but also functions as an integral part of the complete organism. Then the nucleus was discovered by the Brown in 1833. All these discoveries led to the modern version of the cell theory, and which states that cells are the basic structural and functional unit or building blocks of all living organisms, like the bricks of the house. The properties of a given organism depend on those of its individual cells. Cells come only from the pre-existing cells, and continuity is maintained through the genetic material. The smallest unit of all life is the cell. Then now study about the diversity in cell size and shape. Now study about the cell size. There are two units of measurement of cell sizes, that is micrometers and angstrom units. The sizes of plant animal cells are very widely. The smallest cells which causes respiratory diseases, their diameter is very small. The most of the cells make up the tissues of higher plants and animals, and the largest cell is known is the ostrich egg, which measures about 15 centimeter. This is the largest cell. The factors governing the size of the cells are as follows, that is the ratio between the volume of nucleus and cytoplasm, the ratio of the cell surface to the cell volume, and the rate of metabolism. And now we are going to study about the cell shape. There are different shapes of the cells, that is flattened cells, for example, is the squamous epithelium. Cuboidal cells, for example, thyroid gland follicles. Columnar cells, columnar cell shape, for example, cells lining the intestine. Discoidal cells, for example, erythrocytes. Spherical cells, that is eggs of many animals. Then spindle shaped cells, smooth muscle fibers, example smooth muscle fibers. Then elongated cell shape, for example nervous cells, and branched cells, for example pigment cells of the skin. So like this way there is a different shapes of the cell. So today stop here.